So today I'm going to take you guys with me on a trip to Las Vegas. Me and my roommate are going to CES 2022.
Yeah, it's all about manipulating the algorithm.
Honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it is.
It is.
Good morning. It is officially the next day, and we're about to head out and go get some breakfast and then check out CES Day 2. Alright, so we finally made it into CES, and according to my friend, it's been pretty sparse since last year.
Most cars now still use hydraulic. That's not going to be used. It's going to be all electric. Every car made in the next, within 5 years. Every company.
Look at the size of that.
Yeah, and the bezels are so thin that they have on these things now. Yeah,
That's nuts.
if you have a room for that, that's just perfect.
So this that looks like a TV, really good 4K quality, is actually a projector coming from here, projecting up onto the screen. No, so far CES has been pretty cool. I know it's been a little sparse, but at least they have Samsung and Sony up here. Checking out the DJI competitor drone, so check this out.
Yes, Auto Robotics. These guys are cool.
Yeah.
R human field of view.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. These are the very first like 4K curved 240 hertz true gaming monitors that I've ever seen.
It just does it automatically. That's awesome. We will have other accessories like a battery pack.
So far I think the thing that's probably impressed me the most is the micro LED TVs, to be honest. What do you think?
It's cool. I mean, it's gonna, you know, it's just an incremental upgrade on mine, but the camera is leaps and bounds better than mine.
Nice.
With this the third version, we enlarged the notification window.
It's all the best aspects of a smartphone and a flip phone.
Your camera.
So you can fold it.
And you can barely see the curve. You can barely see where it hinges.
Rated to how many times?
Oh yeah, you can kind of see that when it hits the light.
It kind of like, yeah, let's pull up something white. You can see there, but if you hold it like this, you can't even see it.
Oh, I see it. The camera picks it up, but from certain angles, like this angle, you can't see it.
Yeah, be able to see the dome doing great. So what you're looking at is the software that's going to give you full access to that satellite once it's launched. No, it is launching this year. That's the actual size of the satellite going up this year in 2022. Coming years. We see several other satellites too. Photography for everyone. So. How's it going?
All right, off to South Hall.
Yep.
All right, looks like this is South Hall. Locked?
There's restaurants in there. South Hall.
Yeah, so South Hall was closed, so we're headed
towards West.
West Hall, where we're gonna take a Tesla underground, and it might be the Boring Company. Might.
This is it.
So this is the Elon's Boring Tunnel.
This is Elon's Boring Company tunnel here.
Let's check it out.
Teslas. This is it. There they go. This is.
All right.
This is going to go to the West Hall, correct? To West Hall?
Okay. Hello, sir.
How are you?
West Hall?
Yes.
West, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can leave it up.
All right. Oh, so Ryan, you were right.
Yeah. That was.
So what are your initial impressions of Elon's Boring Company tunnel?
It's awesome. It was super cool.
I found it kind of boring.
It was that's the idea. It's quick transportation between points all around a really busy city like this. But the whole lit up underground tunnel was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and,
I love that. I was not expecting to see Elon's tunnel here. Like I thought you were joking at first.
I was like, I think this is the one that the Boring Company made. This was their first tunnel, and I think so. And you're like, no, and I'm like, yeah, I think it is. That was so cool.
It was. So we made it all the way to LG's booth and check it out. Pretty sad. They have nothing. So my first day at CES has officially ended. And just to give my overall honest thoughts about the experience, being my very first time at CES, it was really sparse there. Even according to my friend, he basically equated it to 1/4 the size of a standard CES event. But yeah, that's not to say that the whole CES experience was bad, because honestly it was really cool. In fact, I'd say my favorite part by far at CES was the unexpected part where I actually got to ride through Elon's Boring Tunnel Company. But I think the major letdown with CES this year was just how many companies pulled out because of the pandemic. Like for instance, one of the companies that I really wanted to see this year was LG. Like LG makes some really cool screens and they have some really cool tunnels with the OLED screens and whatnot. And this year, when we literally walked into the area where LG was supposed to be having their event,
it was completely blank. And they were just showcasing basically a QR code where you could see the virtual event that they have, which is kind of lame. Like, if I'm going to CES, I actually want to see the screens in person, right? Like, for a virtual event, I can just stay at home and do that. But overall, though, I don't want this to be too much of a letdown because, I mean, this was my first time at CES. It was a lot of fun, and I think the experiences can only get better next year if I plan to go, which I think I will. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head to CES tomorrow too, just for a little bit, just for the last final day, just to see if there's any things we can wrap up.
The word savage has become positive.
Yeah, right?
Bad now means good, savage is a good thing, deplorable means a good thing. Basically, any word that's meant to describe how bad someone is now like awesome.
All right, we're here, CES, day 2. We have a few things we want to see. Here's the Sierra Space. All right.
Go on it. They're inflatable modules.
Okay.
So you can see how spacious they are, even though they're able to launch in, something a lot smaller.
Wow.
All right, so now we're approaching the BMW exhibit, and they have a color-changing car on display, so check it out.
What do you think?
Awesome. That is really, really cool. I was not expecting to see anything like that. I'm curious how they're applied to the car, because you can see here where it's a little.
I know, right? This is sweet.
Oh, this is really cool. Alright, so I guess all these screens in here are pretty interactive. So this is the room that we're in.
Oh, this circle?
I feel like it's supposed to be interactive, right? But I can't get it working.
I wasn't able to either.
Yeah. Oh, I see. It's settle. So if you move your hand, yeah. Okay, it's a little delayed, I think. Then if you move your hand up, you can see it kind of tilting up a little bit. All right. Check it out.
It's all like crystal button here. This is to shift. Neutral, drive. Volume. It's all this crystal.
This looks really nice.
It is. It's really, really nice. Is this touch? I assume this is touch.
It's also something I've noticed. It's extremely comfortable in here. Like,
do that.
Just the seats feel nice. It looks like it's one screen that wraps around to the driver's side. So you don't need two separate screens. It's just one continuous one.
Yep.
That'll probably show a different UI. One for the driver and then one more geared towards the
So I'm gonna
passenger.
a map.
Even though this seems more driver-centric for the most part.
I like how it has all this extra space in the middle here. I mean, you could, like your backpack could easily fit in there.
Oh yeah, easily. All right, so BMW was my last exhibit that I was gonna see at CES, and now I'm headed to a spot to eat. It's called Tacos El Gordo, and it's supposed to be pretty good, so I figured I'd check it out and see what it's about. And yeah, I think that'll conclude my entire Las Vegas CES trip.